Secretary Salazar was a visionary leader for conservation.
His record is strong, his style was extraordinary, and he had a vision to lead him and us over the last 4 years.
I thought one of Secretary Salazar's great gifts is that when you went and talked to him about anything, by the time you were done, you thought you ought to go out and do more. You were like pounding the fist on the table and running and, yes, yes, I can, I can, I can.
His office is just a few paces from mine, just through a short corridor. And he would regularly, through the day, I could hear him coming and he'd say, "Laura Davis, what's going on in there? What are you working on?" And it was just so uplifting. It was just a reminder that, you know, he's here, he's energized, he's working hard.
I know of no one in a leadership position who cared more for wild places than Secretary Salazar. He had a history in the land. He's from Colorado. When he ran for the Senate, his slogan was, "For our land, our water, and our people." He's a person who understood the relationship between people and land.
I have no better friend in the Senate when he was here, and no better friend in all the President Obama's team than Ken Salazar. Ken's that special.
Given my former role as head of the National Parks Conservation Association, I think a key legacy will be the new units in the national park system.
I'm really thrilled that we had the opportunity to work on the 9 national monuments that the President designated in his first term, including the 5 that were done in the weeks really just leading up to Secretary Salazar's departure.
And these are the places that tell our stories, and by adding new units to the park system that speak to the stories of African Americans, of the Latino community in the United States, the civil rights movement in the United States. He has brought more communities, especially people of color, communities of color, into the park system.
And then I think you have to also remark on the America's Great Outdoors.
He had the big vision of America's Great Outdoors. He said, not only do I want to do a lot of these projects that advance conservation, we need to put it within a broad umbrella, within a philosophy of better conservation and better engagement of the American public in conserving our public lands.
Clearly he made that an agenda item of the administration that would never ever have happened.
I know Secretary Salazar laid out a vision early on that enhancing renewable energy in this country was going to be one of his primary goals.
At this point, we've got about 12,000 megawatts of renewable energy that we, have, approved for public lands. So that's, 0 to 12,000 and a little bit more than 4 years. And we did it, and he did it because of the Secretary's leadership. It was done in the right way and in a strategic way.
The ability to engage young people in conservation, I think, is uniquely Ken Salazar's legacy.
And he understood that the way that you build that next generation of stewards, for starters, is you get them out. And you get them out on the lands.
The stimulus package included opportunities for jobs. He demanded that the Park Service set aside most of those jobs for young people.
And they will grow to be your next generation of stewards.
If you think of the last 4 years, it's hard to name anyone who has done more to help further land conservation and wildland protection than Secretary Salazar.
His accomplishments in advancing the national park system are huge, and frankly, we, all Americans, will be forever in debt to Secretary Salazar for enhancing the national park system.
The Ansel Award goes to the person who has demonstrated outstanding leadership in conservation. It's also more than that. It is a commitment to conservation that has changed policy. It's a relationship between leadership and policy and outcome. And there's nobody who has done that better in the last 4 years than Ken Salazar.